Thank you, thank you. Hey, good morning, CSL. My name's Jake. That's James. That's Joe. We're the band today. And already getting on stage, ready to roll, is our amazing guest artist. Please give it up for Stephan Plummer.
My name doesn't start with a J, though.
That's true. We make an exception for you.
What is it? Yeah. I like that. Thank you. Kathianne Lewis. I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. I just have to use it, right? Well, welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Seattle. And my name is Stephan Plummer. And we're going to start with, I am as God created me. I think we know that one, right? We even know how to do the motions and stuff. You all teach me because I'm still learning that part. You ready?
Ready.
In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am.
So let's just take that idea, sit down and contemplate that idea. What are we made of? Where were we made from? What made us? The universe creates so that it can experience itself. And so everything is uniquely made, perfectly made, lovingly made, gloriously made. And that's us. That's us. And what we contemplate, we become. So as we contemplate what happened long ago, then we become the effect of that. But if we contemplate where we came from and what we are, we allow that experience to more deeply affect our everyday experience. That we were made from light, energy, the pulsating creation of God, so that God could appreciate its creation. And we were made of love, for God is love and made us out of itself. And so we are an emanation, an expression, a unique, spiritual manifestation of love itself. And we are for the glory of God, so that we can know our own power, our own creativity, our own abilities, our own majestic opportunity to express goodness in the world. Ooh, that's what we are. And there's another song that I really love, which is, I'm not what happened to me. I'm what I choose to be. And we are always having an opportunity to say, I can go here because of this that happened, or I can go in this direction because this is what I was made for. Choose you this day what idea, what path you will serve and what path you will take. And today, as it said in the Bible, for me and my household, we will choose the way of God. We will choose the way. I will choose the way. Tim will choose the way. The horses have already chosen the way of light and love and glory. And so it is.
I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory, I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. The light, in the love, in the glory, I am.
Thank you so much, Stephan. Hello, everyone. I'm Cynthia, and my pronouns are she and her, and happy Pride Sunday. For those of you who are new, haven't been here before, I will just say that we are a welcoming community. We are a spiritual community. We say our byline is spiritual, not religious, because we have little or no dogma. We're here to invite you, to inspire you, to connect with a power that's greater than yourselves. And if you stick around, you'll figure out that that's within you. And so welcome. We're so very glad you're here. And if you're tuning in online, we welcome you there too. Maybe everybody wave to our online folks. More of you are online now than are actually here. Well, some people are in the Pride Parade, so we're happy that they're there too. We have a presence down in Seattle today, and we're very excited about that as well. But for you online, we're so glad you're here. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. Please put your name in the chat and where you're from, and just know that you're part of our community, and we're so very glad that you're with us. And if you would like to find out more about us, if you're here in the sanctuary, we have these cards. They are telling you all about us. And also there is a card to how to support us and how we can support you. There is a prayer request card. We'd love to pray for you. So you can fill out whatever's on your heart and stick it in the box back there, or give it to one of our practitioners with the purple stoles, and they will be happy to pray with you. And we'll tell you more about that later. And if you're online and you'd like to have us know more about you, you can fill out a connection card in the Keep in Touch section that is on the website or on our app. And either here or online, when it's not Sunday, you can also email a prayer request at prayerrequest@spiritualliving.org. And again, we just love to know your highest and best with you. And we also are on social media platforms. And so if you get a chance to, like us, that helps us. That helps us be more visible and helps us get to tell more and more people about our programs, our services, and all of the Science of Mind teachings that we are happy to share with this world to make it a better place. So with that, I will invite Stephan back up on stage and more music.
I was just thinking about something. You know, ever since I can remember, the only thing that I've ever wanted to do is music. I mean, really. That's it. And I love all the other stuff that I got to do, too. But to be in this position, to be with Jake and this band and you, it's so much to take, you know? It's really my heart's desire. You know, there's that saying, you know, God will reveal to you. And God revealed to me when I was like 3. I don't remember saying mom and dad, but I remember singing probably like Janis Joplin or something, you know. So, anyway, thank you for having me here. And I did write this song. There's a lot of words. I'm going to try to say them all. You know, 'cause that's how spirit is like, just hang on to your hat. I got a song, you know, to sing through you. So this one's called You Are the Pattern of Love. You hear that? The pattern of love. You are the pattern of love. What are the colors? What are the shapes? What are the sizes? What is the face? Are you a circle or are you a stripe? Can you scream it with all of your might? How do you live? How do you dance? Are you willing to take a new chance? Are you willing to give it your all? Are you willing to answer the call that you are the pattern of love? You are the pattern of love. If God called, would you pick up the phone? If God said you're perfect, so just leave yourself alone. Would you believe it? Or get scared and run on home? Or lace up your shoes and come out and play along. Play along. Play along. Would you come out and play along? Yeah. Life is a game, but it's real too. Life is for living, for me and you. Life can be easy, life can be hard. Life is the chance, so pick up your cards. Dance every dance, sing every song, light every candle all the day long. When night comes to call and you'll be ready to go, knowing you found it and it overflows. Round you are the pattern of love. You found you are the pattern of love. What are the colors? What are the shapes? What are the sizes? What is the face? Are you a circle or are you a stripe? Can you scream it with all of your might? How do you live? How do you dance? Are you willing to take a new chance? Are you willing to give it your all? Are you willing to answer the call that you are the pattern of love? You are the pattern of love. And knowing that brings joy. It brings joy to know you are the pattern of love. And it brings peace to know. It brings peace to know you are the pattern of love. It brings life to know. It brings life to know you are the pattern of love. It brings joy to know it. It brings joy to know you are the pattern of love. It brings love. It brings love
one of us, just as we are. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, since you probably didn't have it written down because you have that song memorized, was there a part where God says, I made you, so stop picking on yourself?
God said you're perfect.
God said you're perfect.
So just leave yourself alone.
So leave yourself alone. Hi, I'm Kathianne Lewis, and my pronouns are she and her, and that fits so well with our talk title, which was about, moss not wanting to be a cedar tree. There we go. Take that in. It's transformative. In nature, things are things. There's not that much competition except to maybe stretch out for light or whatever, or the roots going out into the soil to collect the moisture and the nutrients. But a tree wants to be the best tree. It thrives when it's the best tree it can be. A tomato plant thrives when it's the best tomato plant it can be. But the tomato plant doesn't go, meh, the hydrangeas are prettier. I mean, you know that's true. I mean, even though we don't hear them, we don't foresee that nature says, I'd be better if I was something else. Only human beings have that distinction. If I could be different, I'd be better. If I could be different, I'd be cooler. I'd be more popular. I'd be richer. I'd be more lovable, whatever. Ernest Holmes said that we are a teaching, healing organization. And so if we learn something from nature, which, by the way, Judge Thomas Trord, which was a major influence on Ernest Holmes, the founder of our philosophy, Judge Thomas Trord said he studied only 2 books. One was the Bible and one was nature. I'm noticing that I'm studying more of nature because I just love what it has to teach. I don't necessarily only study the Bible, but I do study books. But if it doesn't match with nature, what? Because the other thing that I'm learning is that, and Jesus spoke about this when he was talking about the lilies and how God cared for the lilies. Well, guess what? I look at nature and it's like, life wants to live through everything. It's always wanting to flourish. There are no superior or inferior aspects of nature. Like, God didn't say, wow, cedar trees, cool. Moss, you're on your own. So if we were learning from nature, we would strive to be more of ourself. Whatever that self is, and however we were made in the image and the likeness of the glory and the light and the love of God, to live out of that. And then we would stop trying to do so much what society wants us to do. And maybe you're not influenced by that, but I know people are, and that's why sales sell. They're usually trying to sell something that makes you feel a little bit better or more a part of or whatever. And if we would just allow ourselves to be ourselves and not try to fix ourselves, we would heal a lot of the stress, the anxiety, and the depression that I don't know if it's all over the world, but I do know it's rampant in the United States. Studies are out there. And it was bad before the pandemic, and it hasn't gotten better. Loneliness is crazy. The inability to connect is wild. And if we're a teaching healing organization, then we need to address not just physical ailments, but also mental and emotional and spiritual. So maybe you're here for a refresh, a little spiritual spa, as my friend Ruby Romero would say. I'm here at my spiritual spa. So, what gets in the way of just loving ourselves? I'm not sure about you, but what I've often wondered is why I can't just be who I am and be proud of who I am and glory in who I am. Now, there's times I do. I mean, truly, this spiritual path has changed me. There's times when it's all good, and then there's other times that my opinion of myself is based on my feelings. Feelings. You know, feelings like I wasn't very good today, I wasn't myself, I wish I hadn't done that, I wish I had done that, and I deserve better, and they deserve better. And how many of you got those little rummage, you know, they're just like flybys. They're like gnats. Exactly, gnats. And they're so small you can't even get them, but they're just awful. Well, I need to say that that's pretty human, so not to make ourselves wrong about that. That's a human experience. However, we will always grow in the direction that we give our attention, much like plants grow in the direction of light. And if we give our attention to those things that we don't do well, or at least don't do well today, then we are going to have more opportunities to not do well until we finally stop doing what we've been doing. And if we give our attention, I'm going to give you an example of when we did it right, we will do more things right. I'll give you an example because it was really big for me last week. And that is, I lost my patience. Yes. I've been wanting to be more patient. That was been a prayer. So opportunities keep showing up for me to be patient. It's like, And there was this one day where all the patience had been put out and I had no more. And I did not feel good. What's wonderful, now this is the truth. As a spiritual being, we feel good when we are coming out of what we know is good for us. We don't feel good when we go the other way. My impatience, yes, I felt like I ran out of patience and I had all sorts of excuses and things to tell myself, but it didn't feel good to be impatient, especially with people I love. Didn't feel good. I felt better when I'd be like, wow, so here's what happened. I love this. I was on my case, I was not feeling good, and then a voice said, but you're so much better than you used to be. Thank you. And it reminded me that I have progressed. I'm doing better. And this is the thing that I want us to become aware of, is the voices in our head. Not just a voice, but we've got voices. How many of you know you have a committee? You know, and one of those voices is the Spirit of God within you. We could call it a lot of things. You could call it the Christ. You could call it the higher self. You could call it the Holy Spirit. You could call it the Atman if you're into Hinduism. The great Sophia. There's a voice that is always leading you and directing you and letting you see what the possibility is instead of what you've been screwing up with. And it felt good. It's like, yeah, that's right. Okay. And I gave myself a break. Now, what I was doing was something that we will call, well, we won't call it. It's actually being called metacognition. Who's heard of metacognition? This is metacognition. It's when you are, this is the definition of thinking about your thinking and noticing your thinking. This is the science of mind. This is what Ernest Holmes taught. With metacognition, we observe our thoughts. Now, this idea appears in many traditions in Greek mythology and Greek philosophy. Know thyself. In Buddhism, mindfulness involves observing thoughts without immediately identifying with them. Let's go there. First of all, we have a thought, and then we go, that's a good thought or a bad thought. How many of you have started dividing your own thoughts? This is a good thought, this is a bad thought, this is a good thought, this is a bad thought. And if we were going to be in a Buddhist tradition, be like, well, there's a thought. Oh, there's a thought. In Christian mysticism, the contemplatives speak of becoming aware of the movement of the mind and turning attention towards God. So you just observe. Once more, just observing. New thought tradition. We are a new thought tradition. There's a strong emphasis on recognizing thought patterns and consciously choosing the thoughts that align with spiritual truth. Choice by choice by choice. Next month is the theme for next month came out of the works of Viktor Frankl. You know, the final freedom is how you think. Nobody can take away your freedom of how you think, how you react, what you will choose to do next. So there was a Nobel Prize winner, Daniel, he should have changed, okay, can I just say, he should have changed his name when he turned 18. Con man. Anyway, Daniel Kahneman distinguished between our automatic thinking and our reflective thinking. Emotional maturity often involves being able to step out of automatic reactions and observe them. Isn't that interesting? In that view, growth occurs in stages, if we're being able to start to observe. First, how many of you know and thought, I am my feelings? You probably have. How many of you have said, I'm sad? That's being your feelings. How many of you have said, I'm happy? That's your feelings. I'm my feelings. Then we start to think, I am my thoughts. I think this, and therefore I am that. I think, therefore I am. Think about it. Then we grow and we start becoming aware of our thoughts. It's just a thought. You guys, there's so much freedom when we realize it's just a thought. We are a thought away every moment from pure heaven, empowerment, enlightenment. We are a thought away. And when you come here, you're learning to exercise your ability to think what you choose, because you're not the thought, you've got one. Then the last stage of this development is I'm aware of the awareness itself. I'm not my body. I have a body. I'm not my thoughts. I have some thoughts. I'm not my feelings. Oh, look at these feelings. Wow. The third stage, being aware of your thinking, is often considered the hallmark of emotional maturity. The fourth stage is often described as a mystical, contemplative realization. I'm just pure awareness. The simple test is, when you are upset, can you notice yourself thinking and telling yourself a story? Because it's not what happened, it's what you tell yourself about what happened. And the moment you can observe the thought instead of being completely immersed in it, you've already stepped into a higher level of awareness. Eckhart Tolle said, the beginning of freedom is the realization that you are not your thinking mind. And then if I was going to say it very succinctly, and then we'll go on from there, wisdom begins when you become aware of the voices in your head. Transformation begins when you become aware of the awareness that is listening to the voice. Then you have freedom. Then you have freedom. And then you have the right to choose your experience and not be the victim of what's going on. So, all of this stuff that we've talked about is being human, and we are also spiritual. And so we're moving into a trajectory of spiritual freedom when we just become aware without trying to fix ourselves or make ourselves wrong, because that's also just a habit that human beings have. So how do we do that? How do we become mature enough to ask the questions that allow us to become aware of our thoughts and our feelings and how they are affecting our life? That's what I want to talk about. And I just also want to say that we're here to remember that we don't have to do this by ourselves. There is that spiritual aspect of us that is encouraging all humanity to live up to the love and the light and the glory that we were created out of. Something inviting us to do that. So it's either metacognition or self-awareness, no matter what you want to call it. So this is how we become more open to divine wisdom. Who's up for it? Metacognition, let's go for it. Okay, first of all, cultivate a listening attitude to the still small voice. Just cultivate it because it's always chatting. You know, that I think it's the Congregational Church. I love it that they used to put on the sides of their building, God's still speaking. It's still speaking. Why would it shut up now? I mean, probably it's like, I keep telling you. God's still, not just for society, not just for, the general masses, but individually it's speaking. That still small voice that said, Kathianne, you're so much better than you were a year ago. That voice is always available, and we have to allow ourselves to be aware enough to hear what we're telling ourselves and then have a pause to see what else might be said. A pause. See, life is really about expansion and not fixing. We're not here as a project. We are not our personal project. How many of you have ever thought of your life as a project? I mean, you take yourself on like you did one of those former spouses. Or your children, or your parents. I know that because I have, and I've told them this. Anyway, I honestly think that one of my stepchildren think that Tim and I are their project because they know better than us. I'm like, really? Who's the one with the job? Anyway. But I did the same thing to my mother. I did it to my mama. Mom, this would be good for you. Take those vitamins, do these things. How many of you do that with your friends? I'm not going to make myself wrong for it. I outgrew it. But I know that it could be a thing because we're all human. And we like projects. Instead of expanding, we just look at the improvement that's been made. So many of us can explain our problem or the problem of someone else better than we can articulate what's calling us forward. Many of us can explain the problem that we're having or that someone else is having, the problem, this is your problem. My mother had, Mom, this will help you. Why don't you join a club, Mom? I mean, I had good intentions. God, I was a nag. We can explain the problem better than we can articulate what's calling us forward. What was calling me forward was to love my mother the way but I was doing problem solving instead of mother loving. So, listen to the still small voice. I wasn't. I am more than I was. More than I have been. I am listening to that voice. Number 2, don't fight circumstances, especially if you don't like them. Learn from them. Hint, hint, you are the common denominator. I had a email correspondence with someone recently who wants me to pray for them because they have the experience of two men, she said men, 2 men where she's working that are not supporting her, that are actually kind of getting in the way of her doing a good job. And then she said, listen to this. And it's like every other place I've worked. There's always these men that tell me that I'm not whatever. I'm not going to get into what they would say. And she said, and it's just like my first 2 husbands. There is a pattern going on, brothers and sisters. But great, once you know the pattern, once you can see, when you can see a pattern, you can change a pattern. You can't change the pattern owns you, you're in it. It's like being stuck in the matrix, but as soon as you can see it, You can re-choose how this story will end or progress or shift or change or whatever. That's very, very powerful. So let me tell you how I first discovered that. It was at a bar. It was at the Sol Mar, which is it was in Cabo San Lucas, and it was at Land's End, and it's now all built up. But then it was just a cute little fishing kind of resort, and Tim and I were there. Tim had never been to Mexico, well, not in a resort. Anyway, so we were at this resort, and they had the Whale Watchers Bar, and we were playing Spite and Malice, which is really fun. It's a great game for two people. And we were watching the water, and we were there all afternoon. And I think we'd played like 8 games of Spite and Malice, and I'd lost really big 8 times. And I had enough of a margarita that I was going, no, not again. Anyway, I wasn't silent in my misery. And I remember at least one, I'm pretty sure it was 2, but I know for one, this lady came over and touched Tim on the shoulder and said, why don't you let her win? Why don't you let her win once? And I'm enough of a metaphysician, even then, because it must have been 22 years ago, that I said, this is weird. Statistically, I should not be losing 8 times. Because it's not that I wasn't playing well, I just wasn't getting the cards 8 times. I was like, that's weird. There's something going on here, brothers and sisters. That's what I'm saying to myself. So I excuse myself, I'm going to the restroom, and I'm saying to myself, okay, God, this is a sign. What is it that I need to know? And by the time I got back to the table, I had not only had that, I'd had my healing. Because I remembered that I had been married to a man with a very bad temper. And we had played cribbage. And if he lost at cribbage, he would get so angry. And the anger frightened me. And one time he even knocked a hole in the wall of our home. He was so angry. And I did everything to lose at cribbage so that he would win and not get angry. And I was carrying that experience of fear of winning with me. Whereas Tim has never gotten angry at me, would never be violent with anything. I mean, he will say, honey, if you find a spider, let me know and I'll carry it outside. Literally. He is so a pacifist. But I had that fear, and so since I knew that was what was, once I knew it, it's like, oh my gosh, I got divorced, and Michael's still running my life. So by the time I'm walking back, I take that fear and give it to the Holy Spirit, because that belief doesn't belong to me anymore. I was being metacognitive. Not just what was happening, but how did I participate? We don't want to see that. A lot of times we don't want to see that. What if I did something wrong? Well, guess what? Where's your freedom? I was wrong in assuming that every one of my husbands was going to be as violent as Michael. That wasn't fair to them. How many of you still carry people with you into new relationships? It could be your boss, it could be your neighbor, your condo association. I had a condo association. Anyway, is this making sense? So don't fight the circumstances. Ask for the wisdom to learn what you needed to learn, and what I needed to learn is it's time to let that fear go. I'm not married to him anymore. So if you do have not just the same thing but the same feeling, ask yourself what's familiar in this experience. And why does this happen over and over again? And then let let the Spirit of God reveal to you, that still small voice, tell you what's really going on. Because what was really going on, I was ignorant of for maybe 20 years. But it had been going on. Be willing to ask, why am I reacting this way and what am I called to do? Because reactions are messengers from God. Not about what happened, but what's going on in you. They're messengers. The still small voice couldn't get through, so it just makes it big, like me losing 8 hands of spite and malice badly, not just by 1 card. What's going on? So most likely you're being called to do something. If you're reacting in a certain way, it might be that you need to do something, you need to say something. And then you need to get over it. Get over it. Admit that something stung. Something stung. If you have to get over it, it's because somehow it bothered you, which is, who hasn't been bothered? Great, you were bothered. And it stung, and it hurt, and it irritated you, and you're frustrated. But instead of keeping the narration, which keeps the sting going, you let the narration, the story go. Not just to the people you've been telling it to, but to yourself. How many of you, something happened, you couldn't do anything about it, so you just kept the story alive because maybe if you could just shift that narrative, you would have found out how you could have really poked them? How many? Great. So let's just have a healing. Are you willing to be in heaven? The story puts you in hell. It doesn't feel good. Once again, it doesn't feel good. And I want you to feel as though, as though, something we're saying, it's time to let it go. I feel like Dr. Seuss right now. If it is so, it's to let it go. So say so. Are you willing to be willing to know heaven instead of hell? That's all it takes. The Spirit stands as a silent witness to our willingness, and God can do things within us that could take so many years of therapy. I know. I've done it both ways. So much can be done in a twinkling of an eye, just like I gave away my fear. I actually took it out of my gut and put it in my hand and let something take it from me. Would you let the Spirit of God take away not what happened, because it happened, but take away the story you've been telling yourself about what happened? Are you willing? If so, just put your hand out, put the story in it. And say, I surrender my story. I surrender my constant rehearsing. I let it go. And then ask yourself, what did this teach me? What is this teaching me? I'm letting go of the story, but this has happened. What am I going to learn from this? And let the Spirit of God reveal it to you, because it is always talking. It is always speaking. What am I learning? What I am learning is that men are not normally, naturally, ultimately violent. Even though I'd experienced it. That's not true. It's not true. I don't have to live there. And then let heaven happen. Just let heaven happen. Take a deep breath. And let the cleansing power of the Almighty, the goodness of God, whatever you want to call it, wash over you and reveal to you your original innocence, your original light and love and glory. Go back to that original light and love and glory. Imagine that you are filling up with light. Imagine you're filling up with light and love, and it's not only filling your body, but it's escaping from you. And there's no room for any story. There's no room to rehearse something that brought you down and made you anxious and depressed you and made you fearful. There's no room in God for that. And you are the place where God shows up. Thank you, Eddie Watkins Jr., for that one. And there is a power in the universe for good. There is one power. It is the power that lives within us. It is the light and the love and the glory within us. And let it be the cleansing power right now, right here, as we are, to remove us from the thoughts. Oh, he would say this too. Stinking thinking about the past. And may God reveal to us our glorious possibilities. And so it is.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak it with every word you say. It's mysterious until you know the truth. It's as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Bahula, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. It's one power. One power, one power. We speak so many languages, different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in our hearts we're all the same. But we'll remember when we close our eyes to see that such differences were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Bahula, angels' wings or heaven's door. It's Mohammed, it's your mind, it's your soul, it's your sign, it's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. It's one power, one power, one power. one power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunlight on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger you abandon for the love that's most deep. It's one power, what we are is
One power, one power, one power.
power. It's the power of the love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me. Oh,
Okay, I was breathing there for you. Yeah, I loved it. It was so good. Thank you, Stephan. All right, my friends. In a few minutes, I will be asking you to support this congregation, this group of people, this community, this message, this ministry. And so the ways that you can do so are on the screen behind me. Also for you online, you're going to be seeing a big screen. And also a QR code. Woohoo! We make it easy for you. And it's important that I think that we support that which supports us, because that's what a good forest does. Everything in the forest contributes to something else in the forest. So I appreciate your contributions and the gifts that you give. So while you're figuring out how you want to give, and also we have envelopes in the seat backs in front of most of you, and pins, you can put money in, checks in, or use a credit card, because you might want to travel someplace and use your miles. So I'm here for you for your travel security. I'm here for you. Yes, thank you. More trips. All right. So my friends, a few announcements. So who has the basket and wants to bring it up? Thank you, Stacy. I also want to invite up Mandy. Mandy, let everybody see who you are. Mandy is our ambassador today, or you can see Mandy. Yes. And Dennis is in the back. We have beautiful, wonderful ambassadors, and I'm so grateful she reminded me in between services that I'm the ambassador, so I could point her out. So thank you so much. We have different ambassadors that are here for new people. If you need information or be shown around or see where something is, they are here for you. And so here's the rest of the announcements. Next week, we are having staycation for those of you that are not taking a trip for the 4th of July weekend. Guess what? We're here for you, and we're going to make it a party. And we're just going to be a big screen so we can take your picture, and you can send it to your relatives and say, see where I went? And they'll say, where was that? And you can say, church. Kind of an oxymoron, don't you think? But we want to make it as fun as possible. It will be fun. And I'm also going to speak on freedom and how truth will set you free, and how we are not taught how to tell ourselves the truth. It's not how you tell other people your truth. It's really hard. We're going to talk about that next week. So that's for next week. Also, and because it's the first Sunday, we will be having a potluck, but we're going to do like a picnic potluck, staycation, backyard potluck. So bring food, and not anything that has to be heated up because we don't have that many ovens. So cold picnic potluck after church. Then, also, speaking of good times, CBAC will be happening. And I encourage all of our families, singles, and couples. Did I miss anybody? Undecided. And undecideds to please show up and have a great time, because CBEC is a great time. I was telling First Service, I really think it's heaven on earth, because you can go and do what you want to do, and you're supported in doing what you want to do. So it is a self-directed, self-created week of fun and meaning and glorious relaxation if that's what you need. So think about that. There's more information at the registration table, and also registration slips, because we need to, figure out where you'd stay, and you get to pick your rooms and things like that. Also, by popular demand, sort of, kind of, this came out of the last deep listening retreat was phenomenal. Phenomenal. So we've added a week to Costa Rica, and we will be doing the deep listening retreat. Wow and okay, that's interesting. And I encourage you to think about it. Instead of a room at Rainbow Lodge, which is nice, you'll get your own cabin. And it's luxurious. So see if that works for you. We already have 5 people signed up, and we just opened it. So it will go fast. And we will be doing the deep listening practices, guided meditation, meaningful conversation, and also a lot with the earth, because we will be in a beautiful forest, and we're just going to let the earth do its thing for us. It can grow a soul like it can grow whatever they grow there. I don't know what they grow there, but it can grow us too. And then the Board of Trustees is sponsoring, and we'll be holding a community conversation. That'll be on July 9th, so put that in your calendar. Keep it in your head. Be ready for it. This will be a Zoom meeting, so anyone can attend. So you all that are watching online can attend as well. More information will be coming out about that with the link. So stay tuned. They will be talking about the covenant creation that has happened, the search committee and where they are, and bylaw changes that are needed. All those things are happening. That's all the information I have right now. If you have questions, you can ask Mandy and Dennis. Oh, well, I was thinking general questions. Yes, general questions are to ambassadors, are Mandy and Dennis. Also, if you'd like more information about the community conversation, that would be Sarah. And Sarah's waving her hand, and you can certainly talk to her about that. All right, so now it's time to play with money, because it's currency, and it flows, and it's healthy when it flows. I mean, if you think about it, stagnant water's not pretty after a while, and either is stagnant giving. So we give you an opportunity to give. Look at how generous we are. So please feel free to give, and we're going to listen to great music. For those of you that are here for one of the first few times, we make this a ceremony and a ritual by bringing our gifts up and putting them in the basket. And if you're giving by phone with either text to give or any of that stuff, just put your phone over the basket. And yeah, well, why not? It's kind of like blessing. Come on. All right. So thank you. Jim's going to bless the basket and also the givers. And here we go.
Hello, I am Min. My pronouns are she and her. Woo! Lucky me. And I am a practitioner here at CSL. And I am here to remind you to tap into our joy. Tap into our joy of praying for and with you. If you're online, we have Chris and Sprite. I'm sure there's a button somewhere for you to join in their joy. And here you can join Jim in the back, praying for you if you need a little one-on-one connection. And over here, we have Ev, who is holding space to just tap into the joy of prayer. Allow us to stand in that with you. And then I am here to just wrap this up, I guess. Take in a deep breath. Allow the words of truth spoken here today to flow in and through you. Take in a deep breath. Allow yourself to be proud and stand tall in what the divine has made. I invite you to take this message and wrap it up in a tiny little rainbow package and take it with you throughout your week, giving it to yourself over and over again and giving it to those that you come in contact with. So go forth, be proud, and so it is.
All right, everybody, it's time for the closing sing-along. Please rise as you are able, and please get up on stage and dance as you are able. But real quick, listen to these quick shout-outs. It's Joe's birthday. Give him a round of applause. And up there in the booth, we always have to acknowledge our tech team because they're amazing, and everyone online already knows it. But please give it up for Bruce, Allison, Danny, and Gabe. And now get on stage and dance to I Sing My Love. Joe, give me a bass drum. There we go. Give me some octaves. See, they do whatever I tell them. It's great. What if I told them, stop, point? Oh, never mind. They didn't do it. 1, 2, 3, go. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. Dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into